With us now from the Niagara Home Builders Association, we have Chuck McShane. Chuck, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me, Mike. Really appreciate it.
Difficult times with all of the restrictions right now for members of the Home Builders Associations. What kind of changes came into place because of COVID-19?
Well, Mike, we were very fortunate enough to be put on the essential workers list. There's a ton of homes that have to close within the next 4 or 5 months. In fact, there's 25,000 in Ontario that are supposed to close in the next 4 or 5 months. So to shut us down would just be unbelievable for so many people that are waiting to get into their new homes, and then people buying those homes, and then on and on and on. So we've worked with the government, provincial government, and the Ministry of Labor and the Minister of Housing and Affairs, and yeah, we have restrictions, but we've helped work through them with them. We know we're not going to be full blown wide open, but it's understandable at this point in time. So what we've done is we've put forth protocols within our industry, whereas there's only one trade in the structure at any given time. We've stopped the permitting process right now. The only people that can actually build houses, you had to have your permit in place by April the 5th, which is okay. We're good with that. We'll still not get all our closings on time. However, we'll still be able to bring a product to the people that have purchased, and also keep our employees safe, of course, and the citizens of Niagara.
Speaking of that permitting process, so April 5th was the cutoff date. Now, could someone be holding a permit for a construction site that hasn't begun yet, but because they've got that permit, they will be able to go ahead and start construction?
Yeah, that's correct, Mike. That would only be for multiples, like 4 or 5 townhouses or single family dwelling. When it comes to renovations, the renovation had to be started before April 4th, or you can't move forward with that. But if you have that permit in play prior to April the 5th, then you can dig that hole.
What are you hearing from some of your members as far as what the challenges have been for them?
I'm really proud to be the spokesperson for this association. It is a big challenge, but we've come together as a group, as a family, and as long as we can continue to keep the staff working and moving forward, it's not going to nothing is perfect. It's going to be difficult, but they're working through it, and I'm not hearing a whole bunch of people moaning and groaning. They're just happy that we're able to keep people safe and move forward with what we're doing. So.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Chuck, but Niagara has been in a bit of a home building boom over the last couple of years. At least it seems that way from my perspective. Will this affect the progress of that boom moving forward? And will we get back to the levels that we've been at before this crisis?
Oh, I fully expect that we'll get back to those levels, Mike. What it's done is because of the planning process and the servicing because we can't service new sites right now. It's going to push things back. We're going to have to play catch up, depending on when everything is back open and running again. If it's 6 months, it's probably going to, in order for us to get back to where we were, I would imagine it's going to take 12 to 18 months after everything is opened up because of the backlog.
How have you felt about how the provincial and federal levels of the government have supported home builders through this?
Well, I can't say enough about either one of the governments. Mr. Trudeau and Mr. Morneau have been helping, through their financial methods of keeping employers able, or having employers being able to keep employees, as well as the provincial government here has worked with us to ensure that we can go to work safely, keep people safe, and continue to provide the homes that people require.
Thanks very much for your time today, Chuck, and good luck to you and all of your members in continuing to get these homes built.
Thanks so much, Mike. I really appreciate you guys having me on today.
That's Chuck McShane from the Niagara Home Builders Association. We'll be back with more in just a moment.